Several parts of the country will be able to see a partial solar eclipse today, that is October 25th, in a rare occurrence. This is the first time that a partial solar eclipse will be seen over India in over a decade and will not be seen again for another 10 years. A partial solar eclipse occurs when the sun, moon, and the earth are not exactly aligned and the sun appears to have a dark shadow on a small part of its surface. There are three phases of a partial solar eclipse, which include a beginning, it reaching a maximum, and an end. Delhi's air quality turned very poor this morning as people in several parts of the national capital burst firecrackers on Diwali, defying the ban. Loud thuds of firecrackers thundered throughout Diwali night, breaching permissible decibel limits that made the air unbreathable. People started busting crackers by dusk, and as the night progressed, the intensity of firecrackers increased. Delhi's air quality index stood at 323 at 6 a.m. today, a day after Diwali, the System of Air Quality and Weather Forecasting and Research shows. In neighbouring Gurugram, Noida and Faridabad too, the air quality dropped in the very poor category. Biocon Executive Chairperson Kiran Mazumdar this morning shared a post on Twitter remembering her husband John Shaw. John Shaw died yesterday at a private hospital in Bengaluru where he was being treated for cancer. He was 73 years old. I am devastated to lose my husband, my mentor and soulmate. I will always be spiritually guided by John as I pursue my purpose. Rest in peace, my darling John. Thank you for making my life so very special. I will miss you profoundly, Shaw wrote on Twitter. Mr. Shaw worked as the vice chairman and non-executive director of Biocon for over 22 years before retiring in July 2021. He was also a member of the advisory board of various Biocon group companies, according to the company website. Rishi Sunak will on Tuesday be installed as Britain's third Prime Minister this year, replacing humiliated Liz Truss after just 7 weeks and inheriting a daunting array of problems. Sunak became the ruling Conservatives' new leader on Monday after rival contender Penny Mordaunt failed to secure enough nominations from Tory MPs and Boris Johnson dramatically aborted a comeback bid. The 42-year-old Hindu will be Britain's first Prime Minister of colour and the youngest in more than 2 centuries. Sunak will take part in a morning audience with King Charles III, who is anointing his first Prime Minister since ascending the throne just 2 days after his late mother, Queen Elizabeth II, appointed Truss. The ceremony on September 6th was the last major public act of her record-breaking reign. White House on Monday hosted the biggest Diwali reception ever, which also saw the presence of several Indian Americans from the Biden administration. We are honored to host you. This is the first Diwali reception of this scale in the White House ever to be held. We have more Asian Americans than ever before in the history, and we want to thank you for making Diwali celebration a joyous part of American culture, US President Joe Biden said during a reception to celebrate Diwali at White House. Wishing a happy Diwali to more than 1 billion Hindus, Jains and Sikhs and Buddhists celebrating this festival of lights in the United States, India and around the world, Biden thanked the Asian American community in the US for making Diwali celebration a joyous part of American culture.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app. Choose the language you prefer to get updates in and be up to date with the latest news.